Hi there. So we've made it through week one of the coronavirus confinement in North America, and we're doing okay. I know a lot of people aren't, but we're doing the best we can. And I think a lot of us are trying to do as much yoga as we can, either to pass the time or just to keep ourselves sane. We're all doing good here. The kids are fine. We're all healthy. My parents made it back to Canada safe and sound, and surprisingly, I haven't really lost my mind yet, so fingers crossed. Anyway, so if you're doing yoga from home like a lot of people, I just want to run through a few things that you can do on your Gurugrid to help keep your body aligned properly and safe, and just to avoid any injuries. So the first thing you want to do is find your shoulder width. This is really important because if you've got your arms and hands placed too wide or too close together, you can put a lot of strain on your shoulders, and we don't want any injuries. Nobody wants to end up in the hospital right now, and or with some kind of tendonitis or anything like that. So really, really simple. Put your pinkies on your elbows, place them on your mat, and that's exactly where your hands should be and your elbows should be for your chaturanga, your pincha, your handstand. So anything, even your up dog and down dog. So anything that requires your hands to be placed shoulder width apart. Okay, next is your hip width. This one, it's pretty easy. You just really place your fists in between your knees or your feet, and that's going to be your hip width for any parallel poses like camel or utkatasana, and also for your extended poses like a split, or this one's really important too, for your pigeon. Okay, so you want to be careful that I know that's not really a pigeon, but you want to be careful that your knee doesn't go out too far to the side. You want to stay in line with your hips. Okay, also you want to use your middle line for any poses that require a midline positioning, like your warrior. So you know what? I'm going to stand up and show you. So hang on. Okay, so now we're standing up. These are just your basic warrior triangle poses. So there's your middle line. It's really simple. It's the line down the center of the mat. And so you don't usually get into warrior this way, but there's your central line. Okay, so my heels are exactly positioned in one line. The other thing you want to use a central line for is just to make sure your feet are wide enough apart, because this is how you want to be for a warrior. You've got a nice 90-degree angle here. You don't want to be too close because you don't want to be doing this. That puts strain in your knee, and too far apart makes you a little bit unstable. Okay, so find your sweet spot. It's usually about 4 feet for most average height women. Okay, the other thing you want to use this line for is for symmetry. So when you turn around and do it on the other side, you've got the exact same positioning. So you're not bringing your foot forward because you've got one hip that's tighter than the other. Okay, and I think this might be the last one, maybe more. You want to use the symmetrical grid for doing symmetry poses. So if you're doing a forward fold, you want to place your feet at the fours, for example, and your torso right in the center. So you're not really shifting to one side like I used to do. So you're really positioning your body in the center. So again, you're stretching both sides equally. You're not giving more attention to the strong or the flexible side and less to the weak or tight side. And I think that's it for now. You can click on the links below. I'm going to post the link to my 10 reasons to use a Gurugrid, and also links how to find your shoulder width with more detail, hip width, and mirror imaging and symmetry. So I hope everyone's doing well. Do lots of yoga, meditate if you can, and that's about it. I have no advice. Okay, namaste.